David, what's the best way for an account manager or anybody that's customer facing to communicate with a client that there's been a delay in their promised delivery of goods?
Well, as I said earlier, it's to be honest, right? But unfortunately, a lot of people don't like to do that. You know, we always have this, I guess, rub from a sales and the production side of the world, that the customer will, or shall I say, the salespeople will make promises that manufacturing can't keep. So if we're truly to get things right and give our customer the best experience possible, then the only way to really combat that is to make sure that sales and everything else in the supply chain are using one system of information, right? One system of record, the truth. And then effectively, if we're going to let a customer down, we must have a really good reason for doing that, right? In every way, shape, or form. But if everybody in the supply chain is pulling in the same direction and everybody's using the information that's, the master data that's in there correctly and understanding how to use it, then you're going to reduce that to almost nothing, right? You'll hear a lot of companies say, oh, we have a 95% on time in full, but there's lots of definitions around on time and in full, and what happens is generally a lot of people, because they use spreadsheets and those kind of things, can manipulate that information, right? But if we're using one system of record to do things properly, we're going to fail, because there's no such thing as perfection in a supply chain, right? But as long as we know we can give our customer that warning in advance, then that's the best way totally to combat that situation.
That's David Carroll. He's the author of the book, The Only All-in-One Way to Fix Your Supply Chain. Hear more from him on the Manage Smarter Show at managesmarter.com or wherever you get your podcast. I'm C. Lee Smith, reminding you that credibility is the foundation of trust and influence. Learn more about how to elevate your reputation as the go-to authority in your line of business at salescred.com.